record. So recording, I need explicit permission, it seems. Which is fine. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Ekacham puggalang. Sorry, ekacham puggalang padutta.
I don't see the screen.
Oh, sorry. What am I sharing then? It says I'm sharing something.
You're sharing your own video, I think.
Is it sharing anything now?
Oh, there we go. I see.
Let me reshare then.
I saw it, but in a small icon.
Any different now?
It's better. It's there now.
Okay. Sorry about that. Ekacham puggalang padutta chittang evam chetasa cheto pariccha pajanami self first person pariccha pajanami.
Pariccha meaning totally.
Totally understand? I totally
Yeah,
understand.
totally no. Yeah. Ida ahang, here I, bhikkhave, monks, ekacham puggalang padutta chitta.
Impure mind.
One man's impure mind, a certain man's impure mind.
Ekacham puggalang, certain man. Okay.
Certain man's, so man's, ekacham puggalang padutta chitta, pure man. Evan chetasa, this way through my thoughts, cheto paricha, cheto by mind or through mind, paricha pajanami, totally no. Imam hi che ayang samaye puggalo kalang kare. Ayang samaye, in this time,
Kalang karaya. Puggalo karang karaya.
kalang kare. This man would pass away.
Kalakriya, kalang karaya.
Yeah. Imam hi samaye, in this time, ayam puggalo, this man, che, definitely, kalang kare, will pass away.
Yatabitam.
Ha bhatang, nikhito evang nire.
When he leaves, he's going to go to hell. Interesting. When he.
Yatha bhatang nikhito, just like he's placed in some bhatang. I don't know what bhatang here means. So evang nire. So I think just as he is placed in the in whatever, he is gone directly to the nire, hell. So yatha bhatang. How do we break that together? Yatha. Let's get the English.
Are you seeing the dictionary now?
I'm seeing the dictionary.
Okay.
While you do that, I will go to the meaning.
Yata. Held, check, controlled, restrained, careful. Yata. Yatatang. Yatacharing.
No, you can't find him from Yata. You'll find so many Yata.
Yata.
Doesn't give a straight meaning. If I go to Sutta Central, I can share the screen also.
Sure. Stop sharing. There you go.
(43) If this person were to die right now, they would be cast down to hell. But let me do. Oh, Yataha Batang is an unexplained something. So do you see this?
Difficult to explain.
Unexplained, difficult of analysis because occurring in only one stir something phrase. Yatha bhatang nikito evan nire.
Same place we are at right now.
Right, right. Uh, and Sagge. Sagge is for heaven, where T has Yatha Hatang. Oh, Yatha Hatang. Just as he died. So Hatang is, Hatha means, I remember Hatosmi, that means Nasunevemi.
Ah, yata
Uh,
hatang.
Hathosmi is a Pali word, no, Sanskrit word. So that could be very close. Yatha Hatang. We have analyzed it as Yatha Bhatang in correspondence to something something according to his upbringing. I see. Oh, Yatha Bhatang. Right, according to his upbringing. But we should rather deviate from this explanation because P usage in this case would prefer the nominative instead of the accusative neuter. It remains doubtful whether we should separate yatha or yat a batang.
Mm. Mm.
Of a translation are the following: as soon as brought or taken. That's what I was looking at. As one has brought, merit or demerit. Thus taking a batang as irregular gerund of a plus bar. Translation suggested by the reading aharitva, yataharitva in the complementary stanzas in Itivuttaka. According to merit or reward, after Kern's suggestion to read Yatha Bhatang, the difficulty being that Bhatta is nowhere found as volume 1 of Bhatta in this phrase. Know that Bhatta occurs in the meaning of reward. There is a strong likelihood Abhata resembling Ahata in meaning as brought on account of something. It context and regard reading. It context and reading. Still, the phrase remains not sufficiently cleared up. Seidenstucker's translation has been referred to above as unbefitting. The suspicion of Yatha Batang being veiled, corrupted, Yatha Bhutang has presented itself to us before. The meaning may suggest something like the latter, as far as in truth, surely. It's not far off the point. Anyhow, we shall have to settle on a meaning like according to merit, without being able to elucidate the phrase in all its details. There is another Yatha Bathang in passage Ussavo Hoti Yatha Bathang Lasunang Parikayang Agama Si. The garlic diminished as soon as it was brought. Hmm. Here Abada stands in relation to Harapeti, to have it fetched and brought, and is clearly past participle of Abharati. Hmm. Note Yata Batang is a Pali compound consisting of the word Yata and Batang. So you can look at Batang now, not Yata.
Batang.
So
P.
have this reading.
Say again?
Did you did you follow the reading?
No, I laughed because he's giving so many contradictory arguments, right? And ultimately, in the last sentence, note yata batang is compound yata and batang, and before that, he's
He
giving
should have
this
done
and
that
that.
before.
That's why I laughed. I mean, what are you? Okay, if that's your thesis, why don't you just say it? Batang, batang has a H, right? Yes, batang, batang, batang.
Who does the wisdom library by the way? It's this man.
Wisdom library? Who? Which man?
You
Huh?
see my screen? My name is Gabe Hamstra and I am the author of this website. First of all, thanks for visiting. or here for the first time, I'm honored to have you as a guest. On this page, I will give you a short introduction regarding myself and this website. My name is Gabe Heimstra. I'm a 33-year-old male, recently turned vegetarian and living with my partner in a coastal village in the Netherlands. Starting from a young age, I have always questioned everything my mind couldn't fully explain. How? Although my experience in daily life occasionally provided answers, my feeling always told me that there was more to it. That got me started on a journey which continues this very day and will probably continue as for long as I breathe and hopefully after that. It wasn't long before I came into contact with India, the country whose cultural and literal traditions never fail to amaze me both in terms of intellectual maturity as well as the vast heritage of spiritual legacy. It is exactly this heritage that I believe humanity can da this story. In early 2008, I created the first website version of Wisdom Library, originally meant for collecting definitions from various branches of sciences and knowledge. Back then, I saw building websites as training projects in order to get more experience with programming, seeing the fruits evolved out of the aspiration to become better in my work as well as to use it for projects I deemed innovative and beneficial. So this has nothing to do with wisdom publication
Hmm.
or nothing to do with Bhikkhu Bodhi.
Completely different entity, independent entity.
Yeah.
Wow. Learn something.
Mm-hmm. So in a nutshell, I focus on uploading Dharma-related content, Buddhism, Sikhism, Jainism.
Hmm.
The technology. The Wisdom Library consists of thousands of books and articles combined with an extensive glossary database hosting over 350,000 definitions. Kelne? Mama? Ayama? Oh, mang Pali pantay ko ganawan. එහෙමද? ඒක දික් කරගන්නද ඕනේ? මං සඳුදාට ගමුද අපි? මං කෝල් එකක් දෙන්න ගමු. ප්‍රෝග්‍රෙසිව් එකේ මම 734ක් ගෙවුවා. මාස 6කට. මාසෙට වැටෙනවා ඒක බෙදන්න ඕනේ. ඉන්න.
120ක් 125ක්
30ක් වගේ. ඔව්. 120ක් වගේ. ඒකට මගේ එක හරවන්න පුළුවන් වේද? පුළුවන්. ඒගොල්ලන්ට කිව්ව ගමන් ඒගොල්ලෝ හරවලා නම් දෙයි යන්න. බෙදනවා 6. 120ක් විතර වගේ වෙන්නේ. තිබුණේ එකේ කීයක් ගෙවුවද මාසෙකට? ඒකේ තිබුණේ එකේ එතන දෙන්නේ නැහැ දැන් දාන්න යන එකේ 170 වැඩි නේද? ඔව්. අපි මෙහෙමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගෙන් සඳුදාට දැන් අද නම් බැරුව ඇතිනේ. ඔව්. අද සෙනසුරාද? අද සෙනසුරාද. ඔව්. එහෙම වුණොත් අපි සඳුදාට කතා කරලා බලමු. ඒගොල්ලන් එස්ටිමේට් එකක් ඉල්ලමු ඉස්සෙල්ලා. එහෙමද? කෝල් එකෙන් මම අහගන්නම්කෝ. ඔව්. ඒගොල්ලෝ මෙහෙම කෙනෙකුගේ එකක් මගේ අවුරුදු 74යි මගේ වයස. ඒක අපිට වැඩිද මොනවද කියලා දැනගන්න. ඕකේ. ඔව්. අඩු වෙන්නේ නේද? ඔව්. වැඩි වෙන්නේ. වැඩි. එහෙමද? වයස යනකොට වැඩි. ඒකෙන් නාම හරි සම්පතින 10 වෙනින් දැන් ඉස්සෙල්ලා ඉවර කරගන්න ඕනේ. ඕකේ. හරි ඒක කරගමු. චින්තනට කියවන්න ඒකට චින්තන තමයි ඒක ගන්නේ මේ බලන්න චින්තන ගිහින් අයින් කරා. ඒක හින්දා ඒක මට ගස්බුනිලට හොබොන්සුනිලට ඒක ඉස්කෝලේ ඒක හින්දා ඒක බෑ ඒක මෙතන අනුගාන කිව්ව නිකන් මම බලන්නේ නැහැ ඒකට. මොකක් හරි වුණා. එහෙම හරියන්නේ නැහැ. වෙන්න පුළුවන්. සම්දට මම කතා කරන්නේ අම්මට. අම්මා ටීච් කරනවද නැහැ මොකද කරනවද? ෆෝන් එක ආන්සර් කරන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. හරි හරි. ඔව්. මං විස්තර හදන්නම් අම්මා. හරි හරි. හරි හරි. හොඳයි. මටත් ගන්න ඕන වෙලාවක මගේ අංකේ තියෙනවා. ආයි. නැති වෙලා ඒක. වරුවක් හිරුව හොයාගන්න බෑ. ඒක තමයි මට කරපු හොඳයි මේ ෆෝන් එක අරගෙන ආවත් ඒක කවදාද තියෙනවනේ. තියෙනවා ඒක මට හොයාගන්න බැහැ විදිය. වහන්සේ DHANTE. ඒක මට මම චින්තනත් එක්ක ගන්න ඕනද අයින් කරේ? නෑ නෑ චින්තන එක ඒකෙන් යම් වෙලා ඒ ගෙදර කට්ටිය ඔක්කොම අයින් කරා. ගෙදර කට්ටිය ඔය ළමයි තියෙනවා කොහොමද දන්නේ මාව ඉඳලා ලොකු ගණන් මොකද ගණන් දේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ප්‍රශ්නේ අපි ඔක විසඳනවා. ඒක විසඳනවා. ඔව්. මට කීව පාවෙන් යාවෙන්ද කියලා අපි ඒක කරගන්න. හරි හරි. මම හොඳ මේක වෙල් දෙන්න. 16 වෙනිදා ඉස්සෙල්ලා. ඕකේ. හරි හරි. සම්පූර්ණ කරලා. හොඳයි අම්ම උස්සන්න. මම දන්නේ නැහැ මේ එළියේ හිටියේ මම හම්බෙන්නේ කියලා. Elderly mother, poor lady.
I heard someone coughing. I wasn't sure where.
I wasn't sure that she was waiting for me. I opened the door and came in here. I thought she came to talk to one of the other monks. So interesting. This is Gabe. Buy books through my reseller account on Exotic India Art. Although I would love to spend all my time uploading new material and developing hand research tools, my spare time is little. I need a job to pay the bills and I need sleep to recover from work. Okay. This man should be praised for what he has done, and if he knows how much I use this.
You can send him an email and tell him. He'll be happy.
We were giving praise to Wisdom Publications.
Right, we were praising the wrong person.
They have a newsletter. They have photos. They have a shop. They have links. They have his contact. So he's doing a good job. So, all right. So we were looking at Batang, right? But what they translate here is if this person were to die right now. So that's how. Let's look at the Pali that you shared. You captured the entire conversation between me and her because his computer catches it, or
yes, unfortunately, yes.
No, that's good. So I didn't have to repeat the entire thing of what's happening. So it's family issues. What insurance do you use?
I use Nationwide.
Okay.
Depends on area. Say it again?
It depends on areas, right?
Depends on area, depends on driving history, depends on the vehicle condition. It's very subjective, but it's always good to get a couple of quotes. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's always good to get a couple of quotes. You can even
know how I spend my Vasana retreat.
Yeah, I don't particularly enjoy insurance renewal times because it's a hassle to talk to one person, compare his quotes with other person. But I've been with I've been with my current provider for 5 years now, straight. I'm happy with their service.
You got few vehicles and good driving history, so.
Well, vehicles, I combine the house, so that gives me some discount. They have a good driver program. They send you a small Bluetooth
Device.
device. That also gives me a little bit of a discount.
They gave me Snap device. I'm
Yes,
so yeah.
that one. Yes, that should help you uh, drive your cost down a little bit. Ultimately, they catch up one way or the other. It's the factor of
Mm-hmm.
life. So the advice is all maybe to consider switching every 1 year, every 1.5.
Really? Switching
Yes,
insurance?
yes, because they give you a discount. They start climbing up, so then you can. It's a game people play.
Oh, it's like internet.
Yes, sort of. Yes. So they give a discount and they catch up. I mean, they one way or the other, they have to make up their money.
Okay. So let's see.
So go with that, I guess. So
Yatha Batang. So Imam Hiche Imam Hi Samaye in this right now. So Imam Hi Samaye. Samaye refers to time.
mm,
Imam Hi, this time. I am Puggalo, that man, Kalankaraya. If he would die, uh, Yatha Batang Nikito. So that has a strange phrase, Evang Nire. Just as something, just as he brought up, just as he is placed, just as he's put into the pit, Evang Nire, he goes to hell.
Nikito is leaving, right? Nikito means leaving, departing.
Oh, that's right. Nikito is leaving, uh, just as he's leaving. So let's find out what Nikito really means. So maybe then we can narrow it down to Yathabata. Nikita meaning Nikkamati. Oh, laid down or aside, put down. It's from Nikkipati.
Nikipati.
Yeah.
Nikita. Nikipati. Laid down, lying down, put down. Having laid down, freed from. Huh. So it's not necessarily leaving, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's leaving, freed from, freed from, freed from what?
Mouse
Yata batam
pointer
nikito.
has gone.
Say it again?
My mouse pointer disappears. I'm trying to fix that. So
Oh, it's not good.
it just disappears.
Mam hiche ayam samye pukalo kalam karaya.
So,
Nikito imam nire.
but it's the problem is that you are not placed in any place immediately after death.
Mm-hmm.
That means going to hell has to happen right at your death.
Ekacham pugalang padutta chittang evam chetasa cheto paricha pajanami imam hiche ayang samaye pugalo kalang karaya yatha bhatang likito evam nire. Evam, evam nire.
Because yata has a sort of like tata combination.
Hmm.
Yata idam bhikkhave, just as monks. So I see, I was expecting to see a little bit like a metaphor here. Yata something nikito, something placed, evang niraye. So if I find out evang niraye in a different place, okay, now let me share the screen. You see, highlight because my mouse. Don't see, I have to learn how to use this thing. There's a pen that came with this. So anyway, chatuhi bhikkave dhammehi samannagato yathabatan nikkito evang nire. Katamehi chatuhi panati pati hoti adinnadaye hoti. Again, tihi bhikkave dhammehi samannagato yathabatan nikkito evang nire. Katamehi tihi. Akusalena kaya kammena. Okay. Chatuhi bhikkave dhammehi samannagato yathabatan nikkito evang nire. Katamehi chatuhi. Sabya pajjena kaya kammena. Vattu desaka sutta. Chatuhi bhikkave samannagato Nikito yathabatan nikito evan nire. Let's find evan sagge. Oh, it's a commercial.
Ivan Sake is a person. No, you're correct. If you hit search only for Evam Sake,
See, there you go. Again, yathabatan is there. It's nothing to do with death. Chatuhi bhikkave dhammehi samannagato yathabatan nikito evan sagge. Katamehi chatuhi panatipata patipirato hoti. So yathabatan nikito is universal to something you die and going to someplace. Okay, so that man was correct. So Nikito,
based on your merit, when you depart, you go to hell or heaven, I guess.
Yataha Bhatta could mean that just as what you brought up, that just as you were raised, just as how you raised your mind. Nikito, as you are leaving, Evan Saggi, you are leaving to heaven, you are leaving to hell. So, okay, let me also find it in Sinhala to see if there is something better comes.
Anguttara Nikaya.
පාඩ මතකද සූත්‍රයක් තියෙනවා හාමුදුරුවන්ගෙන් ප්‍රාදේශීය ගැන වාක්‍ය අහනවා දිව්‍ය ලෝකයේ මිනිස්සු ගියාම දිව්‍ය ලෝකයේ මිනිස්සුන්ගේ ආයසයි මනුස්ස ලෝකයේ ආයසයි නම් කතාවක් කියන්නේ අවසානයේ රජතුමා කියන්නේ රජුරෝ
Sorry about one gun. Alright, so Yathabata. I'm going to see if Yathabata alone comes. There is a Yathabata Sutra. Genaud Baha Tabana Ladri. Barak Baha Tabana. So which translation you want me to pick? So maybe I'll pick this one. මහණෙනි කරුණ පසකින් යුක්ත වූ උපාසකතම ගෙනෙන ලද්දා වූ බරක් බහා තබන ලද්දේ යම්සේද මෙසේ නරකයෙහි උපදී. That's something. ගෙනවුත් බහා තබන ලද්දේ යම්සේදීද. ගෙනාලා දාන්නේ පහලටනේ මැරුණාම. හැබැයි දිව්‍ය ලෝකෙටත් යථාබතන් තියෙනවානේ.
I think it's whatever. So I think our original translation might be close, right? So whatever the karma you have developed, whatever you bought, whatever you cultivated. Genaud baha taban ladde. So
that.
Say again.
We can accept that, but the thing also is that just as the body is placed, they go to either hell or heaven. Maybe that implies that it happens depend on their merit.
So every Yatavatam we saw right up to this point seems to be related to death, going to hell or heaven or whatever. Some way, somehow Yatavatam always seems to be related to
I think it brings talk. Yeah, it's illogical to think that way, but it talks about the body being placed just as the body abandoned, they are born in heaven. Yeah, so they themselves abandon the body. Now they are no longer human. They are destined to hell or heaven. Did you want to go to the commentary? Could take us in
another detour.
Yeah.
Yata batang nikito evam pisagge yata yavam sagge yata batang nikito evam nire. Nikito is having left? No, not having left. That will be something else.
So Nikita is placed.
Oh, placed. Nikito means?
Nikita. So Nikita had several meanings. Placed, discarded. Sagga Nikita, placed in heaven. So I can go to. You see Nikita meanings here?
Our friend again.
Laid down, lying, put down into set. Put down into set in, arranged. Set in, arranged. So placed or laid down is the meaning I get.
Yata batang nikito evam nire. So placed in heaven, placed in hell?
Could be.
So then what is yata batang doing? Placed in yata batang evan niraye, yata batang ekang sagge, placed in hell or placed in heaven. Yata batang, having brought up whatever was brought up, depending on what was brought up.
So look at this. This is yata bata. Yata bhat. Genaut bahatabana laduye. Yamse veda. So yatha, yamse, yatha is cut down. Genaut bahatabana, abhata. Oh, abhata.
Bringing in. Okay.
So this is referring to the body, his
I
body.
see. I see.
Just as his body is put into a walakapala waladema setting, but why do they wait that long? Like you die and it could be 7 days after you are buried. I can open this. Oh, it's in the other computer. So CST. Maybe we can go to the commentary from here, tipitaka.org. But maybe they have explained it in a different place. So, oh, not Tamil. Sorry. I was being brave. I go to Attakatha. I go to Sutta Pitaka. I go to Anguttara. I go to I think it's Ekaka Nipata.
Yes. 5.
See yatha bata nikkitoti yatha aharitva tapito. Huh. You see this place?
Yes. Yata bata nikitoti, yata aharitva tapito.
Aharitva tapito means brought and placed.
Placed. Tapito.
That's how they saw it. Evan nirayeti, evan niraye tito evati vattabbo. Evan niraye titoti. So tito evati. So, දැන් මිනිහක් ගෙනල්ලා තියනවා වගේ නිරේ ගෙනල්ලා තියනවා.
I see.
මිනිහක් ගෙනල්ලා තියනවා වගේ දිව්‍ය ලෝකෙත් ගෙනල්ලා තියනවා. That's where it contradicts. We don't see it.
What is the author or in Buddha? If this is Buddha, what is he trying to say? So you place.
It's a stock phrase. They මැරිච්ච ගමන් අපායේ මැරිච්ච ගමන් දිව්‍ය ලෝකෙ ගියා වගේ කියන්න තිබිච්ච phrase එක වෙන්න ඕනේ. වලදාපු හැටියේ දිව්‍ය ලෝකෙ. වලදාපු හැටියේ අපායේ වගේ.
Why are you getting? Where are you getting the burial part? Yeah.
It's me trying to be smart with the phrase here. I don't get it in the Pali.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can relate it to something that we normally say. Maricha vigasa or Valadapu vigasa or something. But Nikhitta... But Nikhitta means something about put into, laid down and placed. So Yatahabata Nikkito Yatha Aharitva Tapito. As brought at the commentary. Do you want to go to sub-commentary?
No, I think it's okay. We get the, I think, rough idea. Well, even that's not the whole point of that phrase, right? I mean, there was a second part to the phrase. So the gist of the phrase is nothing necessarily about going to hell, or how this placing with going, well, not going to hell, it seems, placed in hell.
Yeah. We don't see sub-commentary tika in here.
So I guess implying at that point you don't necessarily have a way to control your destination, because you're going to be placed. You're going to be placed, I guess. It's already decided for you. Well, decided might be the wrong word, but something to that effect. You're going to go there, whether you like it or not.
Yes. I think so.
Not even going. You have no control. You will be placed. It's like a
You
placement
are
exam.
thrown in there.
Yeah, you are thrown in there. If you pass the exam, you'll be placed here.
Yes. Did you know that exam marks were not kept by Kong Yan? So it's all in Kalania now. So she
Oh.
revealed that.
She didn't even give a copy.
She thought it's going to be released because she wanted to send it to the second examiner. She was being honest. So now she knows
She
that
was being too honest.
yeah.
I mean, she wasn't whatever.
There
Okay.
was some calculations that I assigned, she accepted to do for me, so I didn't keep a copy either. So
This is hilarious now. No one has a copy.
if Calania destroys it, we all
Right.
have to.
If Calania follows the usual strategy, which is to throw up the exam papers in front of a fan and decide who gets the A or B. Nice. Awesome. Very good. Too bad. It's okay. I'm honestly not worried. I keep saying this to myself. I'm not worried. They can keep their grade, but that gives a bad impression about the country, the university, and in general about everyone. I hope people don't get the wrong conclusion. It's not even the wrong conclusion. Sri Lanka university systems are like that, so I guess they're getting the right conclusion. Oh dear. Anyway. All right, Bante, where are we going now?
Let's go back to where you were, Yatabata.
Yatabata. Yatabata.
To share the screen with me.
I will. Imam hi che ayang samaye pukalo. Tankis hetu chittang hitsa bhikkave paduttang. Paduttang.
His
Che
mind, monks, is impure.
impure.
Yeah.
Cheto padosa hetu pana bhikkave. Evam
Eva midhe kacche.
I see. New one. Evam ide kacche.
Evam idha e kacche. Satta.
Kayassa bheda
After
parang
breaking the body. Parang marana, after the death.
marana. Where are you getting?
Payang duggating vinipatang nirayang upapajjantiti. Tatyang. Did I read it too fast?
I got stuck at some word. I'm trying to catch up. Parang you implied something after you
Parang marana. So kaya sabeda, after the breaking of the body. Parang marana, after the death.
Where are you getting the after? You getting that
Parang.
word? Parang. Okay. Parang is after?
Yeah, like aparang. After.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Bag.
Apayang duggating vinipatang nirayang upapajantiti. Apayang duggating
Apayang, hell, duggating, bad destination.
Dugatiya.
Vinipatang Nirayang. To Vinipata Niraya. It's the name of a Niraya.
Specific hell.
Pajantiti.
Is there a reason why Niraya and Apaya are both used here? Dugating, they basically imply the same exact thing, right?
Yes, this is a pattern that now you are able to observe that the Buddha had a way of emphasizing things. To add emphasis, he would repeat the same thing, and he would repeat the word in different ways to get the meaning out to people. It's been very charming, but we don't see the Buddha speaking this. We see us reading it. Different experience. The way his tone expressed it, emphasizing that this is unavoidable or something. So
So Vinipata Niraya is a special one kind of a Niraya.
yeah, Vinipata.
How many Nirayas are there?
There are so many. We could be in one of those.
Yes, mind itself is a Niraya depending on your situation. That I agree with you.
Called Pali Niraya.
Pa-
So again, Vinipatang is Wisdom Library says the place of suffering, a bad falling. Bad falling.
I was more curious from the cosmological perspective, right? So from the cosmological perspective, the sensual space is split into what the Earth, the living space, and one Niraya. I don't remember. Maybe I misunderstood it. Now the upper Brahma realms and all that has several layers, right? 16 layers or whatnot.
Niraya also has like that.
I see. So there's a deeper layer that we're not necessarily describing that much.
Yes. So it's called Naraka. Where is it?
So in 43, I guess Buddha is basically saying having a impure mind, the result of having an impure mind is going to this specific Niraya, this Vinip.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But Vinipata also referred to another way of saying hell, saying it's a bad fall.
It's that bad place. Okay. So Apayang, Dugating, Vinipatang, Nirayang, they are synonyms.
Yeah. Avicii is one of the Nirayas.
Right.
So Avicii is a very, very bad destination. So it says that Buddhism talks about several Nirayas. You know, so there are 8 hot hells and 8 cold hells, 4 neighboring hells, and number of trifling hells. So
A
many
hot
hells.
hell, I see. So a hot hell would be like a desert. A cold hell would be like, I don't know,
It could be, yeah.
Antarctica. I mean, in a sense, that's hell, right? It's not comfortable.
Any place where there is fire could be
Right.
hell. But four hells like Naraka, Tirachana, Preta, Asura.
So even jokingly, what you said earlier is true. Could be true. We could still right now, depending on your circumstances, one's own
Yes.
circumstance, you could be already in a hell. It might not look like a hell or our idea of a hell, right? So our idea of a hell is what? There's the cartoon, there's people screaming, and I mean that doesn't necessarily have to be the case.
Yeah. If you keep falling easily to a purgatory place, you are constantly feeding that, falling back to hell.
Right.
A depressed state of mind tries to escape that. So like escaping a hell.
Right.
Why famous people commit suicide. They have everything, but they don't live in those things.
Right.
I may have told you about the psychiatrist, Dr. something. She said We don't live in flats. We don't live in bungalows. We live in our mind, which is an unlimited area. So if regrets are piling and bad memories collected, the living place is already messy, leading to bad results. Nobody understands that. House can be messy, but the mind can be good.
Good, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, house can be clean, but mind can be.
Yes.
Right. Right.
So sometimes when you have cleaned the room, you can't find things. But when you keep it the way you want, you find things easily.
Everything. Yes. Yes. You're absolutely right. Yes.
So
Chetanaham bhikkhave kammam vadami. No, manopubbangam vadama. Manositta manomaya. Mind is everything, forebearer. Everything is in the mind. Fascinating.
open these windows. I feel very, very warm here.
Did you just open the windows?
Yeah.
Depending on the outside temperature, things could get even worse. If the air conditioner is not turning on, that might, I don't know.
Actually, yeah, that's the thing. I was having hot tea, but at least it rained all these days.
So it's cooler.
So it's flooded outside also. We have a creek that is flooded and a tree has fallen over, so a lot has happened.
Seems like there's a lot happening over there these days. Both physical world and mental world.
Yeah, heavy thunderbolt to wake up to early in the morning. They always do that at that time. So
The universe is giving you a sign, Bante. So the next one is probably the opposite. So have a pure mind and you'll go to heaven.
yeah.
I'm guessing, but probably that's what it's doing. So the next interesting one is probably 45. So
44 has this chittam bhikkave pasannang cheto pasad hetu pana bhikkave eva midhe kacche satta kayasa bheda parang marana sugating saggang lokang upapajjanti iti. So pasanna mind,
pure mind.
pure mind, clarity of the mind. It looks like because the world is deteriorating in a collective mind also, not in individual level, that we are chasing after not like before, not like the Buddha's time or Jesus' time. People are more craving, and there are less ways to escape. So we are all not able to see clarity of mind that easily. So Sayyidhapi Bhikkhave, yeah, read 45, please.
Sayyathapi bhikkave udakara hado.
Udaka Rahado.
The way I pronounced it, even I feel bad about it. Udakarado.
I've seen it before.
Udakarado. Avilo.
Lulito.
Lulito. Kalali Bhuto. Kalali Bhuto. So Kalale, something to do with Kale, it looks like. Tat. Chakuma Puriso. Tire. Tiro. Tito. Oh, wow, this one is deep. Tito. Napayas. Passeye. I gotta read it one more time. Passeye. Sippi Sambukampi. Sippi Sambukampi. Sakaraka Talampi. Sakkaraka talampi. Did I break it down correctly? Sakkaraka talampi.
Sakkaraka, no, Sakkaraka Talampi.
Sakkaraka talampi.
Ma-
Macha gumbampi. Macha gumbampi. Charantampi. Charantampi. Having something to do with walking, going. Charantampi. Macha gumbam. Okay. Titan. Titang tampi. Wow. Now this is getting heavy. Tankissa hetu. Avilatta bhikkave udakassa. Evam ko bhikkave sovata bhikkhu avilena chittena atta tattang
Attattangva.
attatanga nyassati parattang va nyassati ubha yattang va nyassati uttaring va manussa dhamma alamariyan alamariyanan. Wow, that's so long. It's like
Alamari Jnanadassana Visesh.
don't do that. I feel so bad.
I have read this before.
I'm just teasing. Alamari. I still have to do it though. Alamari Jnana Dassana. Okay. Jnana Dassana Visesang. Okay. So Alamariyan is the what's throwing me up. Alamariyana Jnana Dassana Visesang. Sachi karissati sarissa karititi. Sacha karissatiti netang tanang vijjati. I've seen netang tanang vijjati before. Tang kissa hetu avillatta bhikkave chittasati.
Chittasati.
Chittasati. Wow.
Meke tiyena katandare mekai. This is the story that there is a pond that is impure, or a huge ocean or reservoir that is very not clean. So you sit on the shore to find what is in there. You don't even know whether fish is moving or staying in one place. That's why it means Tarantampi, Titantampi. You don't know whether they are roaming here and there or staying in one place.
Titantampi is placing. Okay, staying in one place.
So, Sayathapi, just as Bhikkave monks, Udaka Rahado, huge ocean, Avilo, spoiled, Lulito, dirty, spread, Kalali Bhuto, Apirisudvela, Kalal Vela. Kalal Vichadiya, Kalal Dia.
I see.
You thought it's a Kalala, right?
Kalali Bhuto. That's singular, inferenting.
You could be, because Kalala is close to a fetus. Tattha, there, Chakkuma Puriso, a man with eyes, Tire Tito, standing on the shore, Napasseya, do not see, Sippi Sambukampi, do not see any shells. I don't know what is Sambukampi. Could be like conch shells and stuff. Something to do with shells. Takkara Katalampi. Could be like stones, sakkara. Yeah, Macha Gumbampi. Do not see fish. You see Gumba. Did you see Gumba before? No. Sambukampi. Okay. Charantampi. Charantampi, Titantampi. They don't know. He doesn't know whether they are roaming or staying in one place.
So Macha Gumbampi is the fish. Matseo? Macha?
Yeah. Macha Ralaval, maybe.
Okay.
Gumba. We need to find what Gumba is, but Sambuka is and
I gotcha. I understand.
Palatha.
Right.
We can do that, but let's see. Tankesa hetu. Now you can read. What is the reason for that?
I will.
Avilatta bhikkave
Avilatta.
udakasa. Monks, because the ocean, the water is avilatta, is dirty.
Avilo lulito kala libuto. Okay.
You can tell somebody like your mind is avilo lulito kalali bhuto. I can't see anything mind because
Right.
your mind is avilo lulito
Kala libuto.
kalali bhuto.
Kala libuto.
Like slapping on someone's face. Evamevanko bhikkave, just like that, monks. So vata bhikkhu avilena chittena. That indeed, that man, because he is dirty-minded, I mean, not dirty-minded, but defiled-minded.
Fine.
Attattang va nyassati parattang va nyassati. If he were to either know one's own benefit, so nyassati here means knowing. Parattang, knowing others' benefit. Ubhyattang va nyassati, knowing either one,
Right.
oneself or others. Uttaring va manusa dhamma, any higher human state. Alamariya Jnana Dassana Visesam, a special Alang Ariya Jnana Dassana that is suitable for noble vision, Jnana Dassana. If he were to touch anything that is suitable for noble vision, could be Sovan or first jhana or something higher. Satchikarisatiti, if he were to realize something like that, Netang Tanang Vijjati, that doesn't happen. Tankesya hetu, why is that? Avilatta bhikkave chittasati. Because his mind is avilatta. Defiled. Aulvela.
Vyakulatve.
Yeah.
Avilatta. So how does the English dictionary translate that? Avilatta. Confused mind. Okay.
Good.
Confusum is Vyakulatve.
Disturbed mind, agitated mind.
Agitated mind. Okay.
But
Because
let's find other words that we.
Sure.
I went fast to give you the meaning.
That's all right. I like it. Otherwise, I'm going to get stuck at individual.
You're like, what the hell is that?
No, I was following you. I fully followed you. For me, I have to still break it down one way or the other. My overall sense is this is talking about the mind one way or the other, right? I think all these things are talking about mind, different qualities of mind. So I'm interested in breaking those down more than anything else, because 41 is also something to do with mind. So what is 41? 41 was the Sali Sukam one. In there, the mind was the mind was Micha wrongly pointed. So 43, the mind is confused. Not confused. 43, the mind is Padutta, impure. In 45, the mind is now confused. So that's the pattern I'm looking for. What is the quality of mind being explained in each of these phrases? Okay, so coming back to Sippi Sambukampi. Sambukampi. Start with Sambukampi then.
There is a word again in
Sambuka.
February.
Sambuka. Why is this? What is going on?
A shell, a conch. See, bello.
Ah, shell animals, shellfish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sambujati. Okay, there's one.
Yes.
Say it again.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
Then we were looking interested in Sakara Katalampi.
Can I see it again? Okay. Katahala.
Katalampi.
Katala.
Katala. Sakara Katala.
Sakara is usually kabali. Katakabali.
Katala.
In katakabali.
So what is Katakabli having to do with here? So basically,
Alkabali.
oh, in the pond.
Yeah.
So
The katal is gravel, pebble.
so water is so impure, not clean. You can't see anything.
You
Whether
can't
the
see.
fish are moving around, or whether they're staying still, or whether they're shellfish, or whether there's rocks or nothing.
Yeah.
That's the idea here. I see. So
Buddha could have gone saying whether there are crocodiles. And in the water.
well, I was gonna say it's still too much detail even now. Just simply would have been easier to just say water is impure, but I guess it's adjectives, right? Describing the quality of the water to emphasize
The mind.
the mind. Okay, I can respect that.
Right.
So
But
that's
let's
the
see the opposite words. So instead of avilo, it has
acho.
anavilo.
Anavilo acho vipassano. So acho vipassano was anavilo tat chakuma pasitire
Yeah, I
tito.
see what you are trying to do. Avilo, you think it's something to do with acho, but Sayita Bhikkhave Udakarahado, that's exactly that way. Avilo Lulito Kalali Bhuto.
Mm.
Instead, we find acho vipasanno
Mm.
anavilo.
Ita pirisudu.
Mm-hmm.
Supirisudu.
So
Ach.
Pirisidu, it acho. Acha is a Hindi word now, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Acha.
Acha is yes, I think.
Yeah,
Ach-
like clean.
but here is clean, isn't it?
We can
Adject.
find it in dictionary.
Yes. Acha. 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 Ach. Ach. Achatari. Achati. Clear. Achati.
Yeah, clear.
Meaning to be clear, to sing, to sound clear. Okay. Nope, not that window. Tire Tito Pashe, yeah. So he's looking at the rocks and the shellfish and the fish, whether they're moving or not, blah, blah, blah. Anavilatta Bhikkhave Udakase Vampi Ho Bhikkhave Sovata Bhikkhu Anavilena. Anavilena.
Same.
Avilena, Anavilena. Okay. Avilena, Anavilena.
By a mind that is undefiled.
Unconfused. Not confused.
See, anavil, yes, not confused. Anavilena chittena. Same case, instrumental. And attangva nyasati, parattangva nyasati, ubhayattangva nyasati, uttaringva manussa dhamma alamariya jnana dassana visesang, sachi karissati iti. Thanam etang vijjati.
Vidyati.
Thanam etang vijjati. This appears to be the case that if such a person were to know one's own benefit, others' benefit, or both, or a higher mental state, or something that is suitable to. So alang here is, did you see alamare jnana darsana? This I think you need to learn
Sure.
better.
Is this one word?
Yeah, it's just
So can
one
appear
word.
here, or do we have to
I
even
can break it down. Alang, so you need to first look at alang.
Alang?
Alang means suitable. Maybe at AL.
Alam exist. What is there's some sort of a rendering problem today in my laptop.
No, I
go.
think, yeah, there we go.
Alang.
Alang idavasena is another thing that I remember.
I see.
Enough living here. So alang here is only or suitable. So what is alang given? Suitable, see?
Fitly, aptly, rightly.
Yeah, aptly. Arya is noble, like Arya Attangika Magga.
Ali, Alang,
Alang,
Arya.
alang Arya becomes alam Arya.
So the
Okay.
M is induced, like the Y
Yes.
is introduced in
Yes.
some other cases. Okay.
Jnana Darsana is knowledge and vision.
Jnana Dassana. Alam Arya Jnana Dassana. What was the last part?
Adhigata.
Alam Arya Jnana
Vishesa.
Dassana Visesa.
Significant. Significant.
Alam.
Something special, it is special only for noble ones, knowledge and vision. Fit to noble ones, knowledge and vision.
Vision. Okay. So Uttarimva Manusa Dhamma. So Uttarimva Manusa Dhamma. So knowledge that's suitable for higher beings.
Yeah.
So ඥානදස් so තමන්ට යහපතක් වෙන ඒවා හෝ අනුන්ට යහපතක් වෙන ඒවා හෝ දෙගොල්ලන්ටම යහපතක් වෙන ඒවා හෝ
Yeah.
දෙවියන්ට යහපතක් වෙන ඒවා හෝ
No, Uttari Manusa Dhamma could be Devyanta or anything that surpasses the human mind.
Human mind. Okay.
That could be in Akasananchayatana, Vinyananchayatana. These are all Uttari Manusa Dhammas.
I understand. Okay. Satchi Karissatiti. So something along those lines exists. Recognizing, realizing.
Satchi Kriya Sakshat Karagam. Satchi Karissati means realize.
Realization, yes. Exists. Some cases.
Thanang etang vijjati. That seems to be something that is existing.
That exists.
This is like in a way saying, if this guy would do such and such and then achieve this result, that seems to be acceptable. This is how the Buddha spoke. And if this needs to be understood in the context of the other monks who lived at the time of the Buddha. And the Buddha saying, if they had impure mind and they say they have understood such and such things, that can be the case. They had the pure mind and they went through and that they were to achieve this, that seems to be acceptable.
So we have 47 then. Are we moving on to 47?
Yeah.
Seyatapi bhikkhave yani kanichi rukka jatanang. Pandano. Okay. Pandano tesang aggamak.
Rukkajatana.
Rukkajata. Something to do with the tree, right? Rukka?
Born in the tree.
Jatana. Born in the tree. Yani kanichi rukkajātānaṁ pandano.
Yani kanichi rukkhajatanam, of those born in the tree. Let's read the whole thing for me, please.
Pandano tesang aggamakkhāyati
Among them, aggang akkayati, they are, oh, sorry, read.
yatidang mudutaya cheva
Ammanyatayaja.
kammanyataya cha evam mevam ko ahang bhikkave nāññaṃ ekadammampi samanupassāmi yang evam bhavitaṃ bahulīkataṃ mudu cha hoti kammanyāñca yata idam cittaṃ bhikkave bhavitaṃ bahulīkataṃ mudu cha hoti kammanyāñca hoti ti sattama. All right, quite a lot of words that we already saw. Still, the meaning is not clear. Yani kanichi
So this is what Sayatāk bhikkave, just as monks, yani kanichi rukkhajatanam, though of among those, yani, those, kanichi, whoever, rukkhajatanam, among those born in the trees, pandano, the pandanas are tesang aggamakkayati, are the best, aggang, akkayati, are said to be the best.
So
I don't know
pandana
who.
is okay. So pandana is some being.
Yes. Yadidang mudutaya cheva kammanyataya, by softness and flexibility. Pandanam chapalam chittam. We will find out what pandana is. Evamevam ko ahang bhikkave, just as that, monks, nāññaṃ ekadhammampi samanupassāmi, I do not see any state, yang evam bhavitaṃ bahulīkataṃ, this could be a simile like the one before, yang evam bhavitaṃ bahulīkataṃ, that which is developed and done extensively, muducha hoti, makes it soft, kammanyancha, flexible, yatahidam chitta, namely this mind. Chittam bhikkave bhavitam, mind developed monks, bahulīkataṃ, developed extensively, moducha hoti, becomes soft, kammanyancha hoti, becomes suitable for flexibility. Find out what is pandano is.
It's easy to do copy paste. So let me just do the cheating way. Pandana is 3 hits. I said I look for Pandana. Okay. Immobility, steadfastness. Pandana. What's going on with my computer today? It's having its own mind today.
Throbbing, agitation, movement.
Pandana. Pandano.
Yeah, pandano has to be a being. From pandati. Can you click on pandati?
Pandati.
The blue pandati.
Violent.
To twitch, violent.
Wow.
Yeah, Pandanam Chapalam because the mind throbbing badly. Tremble, move, of fish wriggling when thrown on land. Yeah. Chalati. Celerino. Pandanam Chapalam Chittan Durakang Dunnivarayang Ujung Karoti Medavi Usukaru Tejana. That's in Dhammapada. Pandanam Chapalam Chitta. The mind is Pandanam, constantly shaking. Chapalang, not honest. Chittang, the mind. So just like it shakes like a fish that is taken out of water. But what is this being?
Oh, I'm very confused. How is that related to a tree-born being?
Unless, let me see.
Yani kanichi rukuja tanam pandanotesa.
I'm looking at Sutta Central.
Okay. Oh, translation. Okay.
Yeah.
Sutta Central number Tanguttara Nikaya. No. Yes. Ek 5 Bhikkhu Sujato. Rakitaris Bhikkhu.
We are still in Ekagatipada, right?
Yes. Would you like me to share?
Panhitavagga, right?
Papra is said to be the best kind of tree in terms of. Oh, it's a tree. According to Bhikkhu Sujato's translation. I see. So these are not tree-born beings or anything. This is a tree, type of a tree, or at least in his opinion.
Oh, Papra is said to be the best kind of tree in terms of its pliability and workability. So it's talking about not a being, how it will. I do not see a single thing that is as pliable and workable as the mind when it is developed and cultivated. The mind that is developed and cultivated is pliable and workable. Pepra. That's different to a being.
What is Pepra? Oop. Search for Papra. Nope.
Gardenia latifolia.
You found it? Papra tree. Take?
No,
Looks like
could be
take.
close.
Looks like a take tree. Boxwood. Indian boxwood or Ceylon boxwood. I think this looks like a take tree.
Theka is more sort of,
It's a good workable tree.
Theka is, yeah, but I don't think this is Theka. But is it Gardenia?
Gardenia. I lost it. I moved to a different Gardenia latifolia. Take a tree. See, this is the teak wood. Oh, it's not booksuit. Okay, close, but not the same. Boxwood, teak. Teak is a teak. Okay, boxwood tree.
Ceylon boxwood.
Sri Lanka.
See, a small evergreen tree up to 5 meters tall and 45 to 60 centimeters in girth.
How is that workable and pliable? That doesn't make any sense. 1 to 6 feet.
This is not teak. This is something so different. Teak is teak wood.
Yes.
But we now know what it is. So you've given up. So let's go back to.
I have given up because I don't know why. How come a tree that's only 5 feet or 6 feet tall be so workable? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Probably for gardening.
Is
I've
that
seen something like that near
but here the simile,
oceans, near beach.
right? But the simile here is that the mind is so workable, pliable, adjustable if you work on it. So this is a tree.
What it means is that its branches can be, bent and turned
Ah,
in any way you can,
I see.
that it won't break.
Okay. Wewel wage gahak. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
So,
All right. I can live with that.
so Rukka Jatana, among anything born as trees, that is how, not born in the trees. So, anything born as trees. I disagree with that. There can be other trees.
Among trees. Among tree
Even
beings.
some elbow trees that are very flexible.
I don't know. This Buddha saying it's the most flexible tree. So I don't know.
The in Indian context, but this is not referring to working on the wood,
Right.
but the bending.
Flexibility. Right. Flexibility.
Yeah. So we can take a break.
Sure. It's 3:15. I think we can even stop if you wish to. We took I think this longer session we start at 1:30 or something, I think.
Is it 3:15? Okay.
My time 3:15, 4:15 your time, I believe.
If we stop, we have to have a plan as to how, like, are we meeting tomorrow? I'm
You have
free in the
something
afternoon.
you have something going on tomorrow, right?
In the morning, because of this program.
We don't have to stop. I can keep going. I didn't know what how your time.
Yeah, we can take a break and come back to some other reading.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah,
15
like
minutes.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you in about 3:30 then.
Yeah.
All right, Bante.
Bye-bye. Busarnai.